Hey guys, real quick actually, I was going to do a video today, but I'm not doing like an actual video today because it was our only day off and had a lot of stuff to do today to catch up on, like cleaning, things of that nature. And I was expecting to be home a lot earlier, but I didn't get home until probably like 25 minutes ago. So I'm not going to do like a full-fledged video tonight. But what I will do is bring out this article because this is very important and I cannot sit on it until tomorrow. Now, I posted this in Mike Decker's live stream last night, which was amazing, by the way. Mike, you did a really incredible job for the technical difficulties you were experiencing with the camera, but sound was fine. Message got across. We had a good conversation. It was great. So that went really well. I wanted to bring this up because, as I said, I can't sit on this information because this is too important for the time that we're in now. I have some other things, but I won't bring them up for the sake of this video because this is only going to be like maybe 15 minutes tops until I'm done reading this article. But I will bring up the rest of the stuff that I have tomorrow because I will definitely do a video tomorrow after work. But let's get into this one. And this was July 14th. DHS Training course, prepare for mass public quarantine of unvaccinated rural Americans. So, you and me, your family, my family, everybody you've ever known, whatever area you're in. If you're not in a big city like Pittsburgh or New York City, you're considered a rural American. You might be like, oh, but I live in this, it's considered a city. No, you're rural. Like my city is considered a city. We have like 5,000 people, but I'm also surrounded by woods and a river, and you can't go anywhere around here without running into woods, creeks, or rivers. But anyway, Department of Homeland Security has a training course available to law enforcement, healthcare workers, and other government employees that will detail how to prepare and execute a mass public quarantine of the unvaccinated in rural areas of the United States. If you are still stuck in the left-right paradigm lie, now is the time to figure it out. We are slaves and always have been. The illusion of freedom is gone, and those law enforcers are going to do the master's bidding. Of course, as they always do, right? And I'm going to talk more about this tomorrow in depth. We'll go over it again, but just wanted to get this out there for people to start spreading the word because you don't want to be caught off guard. This training is a horrifying look into our upcoming dystopian future if we cannot open our eyes to reality. The Department of Homeland Security training program has provided a model for the federal government and its armed enforcers to normalize mass public quarantine measures despite the fact infections and deaths are dropping in the U.S. A website by the Rural Domestic Preparedness Consortium, RDPC, a training provider for the Department of Homeland Security, outlines how to begin rounding up unvaccinated American citizens for mass quarantine centers. This 8.0-hour instructor-led course is designed to provide the knowledge necessary to begin planning for situations requiring the isolation and quarantine of a large portion of local rural population. This training will provide public and private sector emergency managers, community policymakers, public health, and public safety personnel with the general knowledge necessary to begin planning for situations requiring the isolation and quarantine of a large portion of local rural population. A rural community's ability to collectively respond to an emergency requiring isolation and quarantine is not only essential to minimizing the negative impacts to the community at risk, but also to minimizing the long-term negative economic and health effects on the American public as a whole. And this is from the RDPC. So, in your face, they're saying that they're getting Homeland Security ready to start rounding up and quarantining mass populations of unvaccinated Americans who will then force that shot on you as soon as you are in their captivity. So, and it says, do you still think those badged enforcers who literally keep the masters and ruling class protected by enforcing their will are on our side? We had better wake up, and we had better do so quickly. If you still think somehow the government, including their hired thugs, the police, are on our side, the delusion may be permanent. At this point, and to your own detriment. This program is supported by DHA and FEMA. It's time to open your eyes. This program was supported by Cooperative Agreement Number EMW 2016-CA0097, administered by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Federal Emergency Management Agency, National Preparedness Directorate, National Training and Education Division. Points of view or opinions in this program are those of the authors, do not represent the position or policies of the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, Federal Emergency Management Agency. The next training course was July 13th. And it says, obviously, we need to continue our discernment, critical thinking, but certain things are becoming too obvious to ignore. They need to be said if we expect to have a chance of any kind of life in the future. Stay prepared, have a plan. This may not happen this year or next, but there's a reason this course exists, and it's geared toward forcing people into quarantine camps. As far as law enforcement goes, if they have not seen what they are serving and the evil they are doing at this point, their morality is gone and will do what is commanded of them every time. So you people that think the police are there to save us or protect us, when the going gets rough, they're going to do exactly what they're told to do. They're not on your side at all, whatsoever, even a little bit. Same as the Germans didn't think that their police and military would do that to families, right? Same thing. But this says, I'm sure that was hard for a lot of people to read, but truth fears no scrutiny. Moral human beings do not go around enforcing the will of the ruling class on others in order to keep them enslaved. It's past time it was said, anyone who comes to toss you in a cage because they were commanded to by rulers on your side, wake up. Stay alert, stay aware, continue to refuse to live in fear. Time to really dig deep and realize who is keeping this system propped up. And if you go here, I will leave this link here so you can go and read about the training course itself and not just this article. So I will go ahead and you guys can watch me on screen do this. Copy. Okay, so, well, there you go. Back to my Google homepage. But, yeah, time is short. They're going to be doing this. Look at the rhetoric they're putting up on everything, actually. Just every single, and you guys will see more tomorrow, because not only am I going to go over that again, but I'm going to go over the rhetoric that you see in everyday news, which is there's two types of America, the unvaccinated and the vaccinated, and the vaccinated people are tired of it, and they need to force it on the rest of us. So, stay alert, stay free. God bless you all.